random hamster. Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we're going to be doing a video that honestly we should have done like 2 months ago, because that's when I put the poll up. Don't know what took me so long, but we're here now. A couple months ago, I got the idea to ask you guys of what type of exotics you would come up with if you were given the chance to. Now, I'm pretty sure this is something that we've all thought of as Destiny players, like what if we could create our own exotic in the game? And we got some replies, so I'm going to read over those today. And who knows, maybe under the comments of this video, if you decide to do the same, I'll put you in the next one. But without further ado, let's get into the first one. So the very first one we have is from Walter Clements, and his exotic was a dual-wielding hand cannon. One of them is void and capable of weakening targets, and the other one was strand, which is capable of severing targets. Applying both of these effects in a short period of time grants the weapon bonus damage and accuracy, with the catalyst maybe giving it reconstruction. Now, when I first read this comment, I kind of thought about the Sex Pistols from JoJo's Part 5. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know the ones that Mista carries. But honestly, if we were to get an exotic like that right now, it would probably have some in-game viability, not only because, you know, hand cannons are up for unstoppable rounds this season, but with the ability to sever and then debuff the target, I think you could definitely have some synergy with Strand subclasses, either on Warlock or Titan, and especially on Void Warlock as well. I also kind of feel like they would play in the same manner as the Akimbo Snake Shot pistols from MW2, you know, where there's not really like an ADS, you just kind of pull the left trigger or the right trigger to shoot either one. And with this being such a unique weapon in and of itself, the catalyst giving it reconstruction, I'm not mad at. Next one we got is from my man Nothing Important here. Sub to the channel, by the way, if you like Destiny scaling. But his weapon was an exotic arc hammer that goes in your heavy slot. The intrinsic perk would be Echo of Thor, with its exotic perk being Cry of Lightning, which upon using your heavy attack slams a massive bolt of lightning that uses 6 ammo, with the entire magazine being 36 to put it apart from other swords. But when you're amplified, the damage is increased by 25%, allowing it to pair really well with Getaway Artist Warlocks. Now, I really like this idea. I've always wanted like a giant gravity hammer, kind of like how they have in Halo. But in Destiny, I really wonder why they haven't added that yet, but that's neither here nor there. What I would like to add to this exotic is the trait Echo of Thor. What if we made that allow the player to fly up into the air and then slam the exotic down on the floor, which would activate Cry of Lightning, but Cry of Lightning then jolts targets. So it'd be kind of like how when Thor came into Wakanda in Infinity War, you guys remember that? Like when he slammed Stormbreaker down and then a huge lightning bolt just came and fucked everybody up. That's what I want to happen. But just so this doesn't get OP, it has a 10-second cooldown. And if you try to do the slam during the cooldown, you just slam it like a normal hammer. And here's the thing, let's not give this a reload animation. Let's say you get to see lightning pulse through the actual hammer, and every time you see it pulse, your number of strikes increases. And if you let this happen enough times, it'll eventually get to the ammo capacity of 25 with a reserve of 45. Now for this next one, I swear I was going to do this video earlier, and I wish I had, because Yuri, he really just described what the Navigator already does, but he suggested a strand heavy trace rifle that gives you and your teammates a constant recharge overshield if you keep hitting your criticals, as well as severing the targets. Bro, Yuri, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm so late to this video, bro. I am so sorry. Our next one is from the Red Demon, and he suggests an exotic arc rapid fire fusion named My Guiding Star. Its perk, Starlight Road, fires motes of starlight that attach to targets, dealing damage over time before detonating. When they do detonate, they do cause no damage. Instead, they jolt the target, but then that's when its second perk comes into play, which says hitting the jolted targets marks chain targets, allowing for loose tracking to them. I could honestly see this as a pretty decent exotic, man, especially for ad clear. However, for some reason, I'm just kind of like imagining this as like a scout rifle instead of a fusion rifle. This low-key makes me think about symmetry for some reason. The only thing about this weapon is that it requires a bit of setup and a little bit of weight to actually see the perks in action. But like I said before, definitely a decent exotic, but it might need a little bit of tuning from Bungie. And for our last one, we have yet another casualty of me being late uploading this video. Once again, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it took me a minute to even do this for some reason, but Nicola suggests the Risky Business, which is an upgraded version of the Sweet Business. It has 300 rounds in the magazine and is a primary kinetic auto rifle. The intrinsic trait is Closed Deal, which gives the user an overshield and makes the rounds fired explode similar to the explosive payload perk for 30 seconds after killing a number of hostiles. Now look, it's probably better than the Sweet Business that we already have right now, because from what I know, the Sweet Business that we have currently doesn't give you an overshield, but I'm getting kind of heir apparent vibes from this, probably because it does give you the same overshield that he's talking about in this post. But still, to be honest, I'd rather have that than the regular Sweet Business that we have right now. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for me today. If you do want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.